a sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. The handoff to Johnson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marty. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. But you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Husker.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's loose down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Akron. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ives. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Huskers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Scanning the field, it's Finley. Fires to the right. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. On play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team him. Whatever he does, I'm on him.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Zips.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And he added the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to go up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Got a man. It's Adams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air, it's Finley. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Zips send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players now.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throwing right. That's reeled in. It's Mills. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are flying down the field. Handoff from the gun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Escapes the sack. Oh, better look out! And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Gant. Breaks into the open. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Adams. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Zips can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Polk. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Akron! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Under fire. Got his man on the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Time to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
Fielded in the end zone. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. Dropping back, it's Finley. Gets it out fast. Crosses the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the draw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Breaks the tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. Turning it off. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Newell. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this boot game if I were allowed to pushing passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Fires to the wideout. Oh, tons of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here we go, here we go. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Husker! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. trying to create some confusion. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
That's caught. It's Adams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. To the air, it's Finley. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Man, you feel for the kicker. He had a chance to tie this game in the fourth quarter. Didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, and he knocks it off the post.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up 14 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Finley. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Zips will line up to punt it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The handoff to Johnson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He leaves it with his back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going where you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll try to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Here we go. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to pass, it's Finley. Caught over the middle, it's Polk. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Zips want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's high. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Winning can be